The year is 1943, and the Second World War is raging across the globe. Amidst the chaos, the United States government is pouring millions into research to gain the upper hand on the enemy. One of these initiatives involves Project Rainbow, a secret plan to develop new ways to deceive enemy radar systems. Unbeknownst to most Americans, an old cargo ship named the Eldridge has been converted into a test vessel for these radical experiments. On October of that year, the Eldridge is conducting tests off the coast of Philadelphia when something goes terribly wrong. According to those who witnessed the shocking events, the ship is engulfed in a blinding white light and disappears without a trace. Within seconds, it reappears hundreds of miles away in Virginia. However, upon its return to Philadelphia, the ship and its crew are never quite the same again. Some sailors are fused with the ship's hull, while others go insane, and even the officers are not sure what has become of them. This bizarre incident became known as the Philadelphia Experiment. But was it a real event, or just another wild conspiracy theory? Let's find out. The story of the Philadelphia Experiment was first published in 1955 by a journalist named Morris K. Jessup. He received a series of letters detailing an incredible account of an invisibility test gone wrong. Jessup was skeptical but intrigued enough to investigate. He spoke with Carl Allen, a man who claimed to be a friend of two sailors involved in the experiment. According to Allen, they witnessed the bizarre event firsthand. Jessup also corresponded with one of the sailors, a man named Howard M. Orville, who confirmed the story. With these new details, Jessup published his findings, which immediately caused a sensation. For years, the Navy kept secret the details of Project Rainbow, leading many to believe there was more to the story. As more people came forward claiming to have witnessed the experiment, it seemed as though the Navy had made a ship disappear. However, skeptics quickly pointed out flaws in the story. For one, no one could agree on the exact date of the experiment. Some said it was October 1943, while others claimed it was November. Additionally, there were inconsistencies in the details of the story, especially regarding where the ship disappeared to and when it reappeared. If it truly vanished and reappeared hundreds of miles away, why was no one alerted? Why were there no radio transmissions or sightings by other ships? The lack of evidence left many wondering if the entire story was nothing but a hoax. Despite the skepticism, Jessup remained convinced the Philadelphia experiment was real. Unfortunately, he would never know the truth, as he mysteriously died in 1958 under unclear circumstances. Today, the story of the Philadelphia experiment continues to fascinate people around the world. Some believe it could have been a failed attempt at creating a cloaking device, like the one seen in science fiction movies. Others think it might have been a top-secret teleportation experiment. However, there is no evidence to support any of these claims. The U.S. Navy insists that no such experiment ever took place, attributing the story to a misunderstanding and conspiracy theories. They claim that there was a cargo ship named Eldridge, but it was never used for any secret projects. So, what really happened? Did the Navy make a ship disappear in 1943? Or is this simply a wild conspiracy theory with no basis in reality? Unfortunately, the truth remains elusive. There are just too many conflicting stories and a lack of concrete evidence to say for sure. What we do know is that during World War II, the Navy was experimenting with ways to hide ships from enemy radar. But whether or not those experiments went as planned and resulted in the disappearance of a ship and its crew is still up for debate. Perhaps we may never know the full story behind the Philadelphia experiment. But that doesn't stop us from being fascinated by it. The idea of a warship vanishing and reappearing hundreds of miles away is truly mind-boggling. And the alleged cover-up only adds to the intrigue. Whether you believe the Navy was secretly developing invisibility technology, or this is just a sailor-esque tale gone awry, the Philadelphia experiment is sure to continue captivating our imaginations for years to come. Thank you for watching.